Well, I should be at home finishing off the apple pressing, but we had a big storm last night and a fair bit of rain. Not enough to get the creeks flowing to run the sluice, but I reckon it's a really good time to start my mine. And if you think that's nuts, well, you just have to watch the rest of the video. So I'm back to where we filmed the episode Anniversary Gold. Since I did that video, I've already been back here once to sort of continue digging on that hole, and it was unbelievably hard work. I can't remember who it was, but someone suggested I use the Chinese tech of using a hammer and a chisel to get the really hard ground up, and that worked. So yesterday I went out into the forest just to get a little bit of B-roll of, you know, that technique of how to use the chisel to break up the ground. But things escalated. Well, there it is there, well and truly underwater. I'm hoping the hole is soft and I can dig it up, and with water here it means I can classify here, which means I don't have to be taking all the big rocks home. Alright, well let's see how we go. Yeah, underwater shots around here aren't really cool. Right, well there's my hole. Small problem though. I've gone down a fair way, which is good, but this is, and I've also extended this way. And the problem is that's the bedrock. I thought I got past it when I was at this ridge, but then I found it again here. And I really don't want to make all the effort of going down until I've got to the other side of this bar of bedrock, which presumably is somewhere underneath all that. I think I'm going to pack it in and just put this spot on the back burner and come back in a few winters when, you know, all of that has been gotten rid of by nature for me. Oh crap! So the purpose of today was to come back and get some B-roll. But I thought, oh, it's too wet. I'm not going to be able to use the chisel to show how hard it is, but of course I was wrong. Because it works really well. But I got tempted to dig in here, try to get past the bedrock shelf here, this ledge, which I was hoping would finish here somewhere and I could go back that way when this had disappeared with the next flood. But it's shelving here. This is bedrock here. No, that's not. That's quartz. Let's get that out. Yeah. Ooh. Get it all out. I broke it. Oh, bedrock. See, this stuff is soft. But there's a little pocket here, a little crevice that this piece of quartz is jammed in. More quartz. Oh, I'm going to have to lie down. So I planned to do this. I would have brought different clothes brought my earmuffs and had something to lie down on. Right, I think I found a little hole. We have bedrock here, and there's bedrock underneath all this muck over here that I've covered it up with. And that's bedrock there. But all of this down here isn't. Well, most of it's not. That is. It's the edge of the hole. But what I've just uncovered is, see this blade here? That's bedrock. But it's facing the wrong way. You see those striations there, or those layers there. So I think this is a flake of bedrock that's been dislodged and settled, you know, in line with the flow, which means that underneath it could be a really good spot. It's just, I've just got to dig the sucker out. So I think that's going to be my mission for this morning. I'm going to clear that rock, and that that should do for the morning, I think. What we got? That's bedrock. Tell it's not bedrock because it's so hard. So Chris, Burgess Prospecting, if you're watching this, not only do you have clear water to pan in, but you don't have to do this to get your alluvial pay dirt. Like I'm going down and I've just hit, I think on that white lump there is not bedrock. That's actually quite a large lump of quartz that this seems to be sitting on. That white there is bedrock. So what I think I'm going to have to do is, it'll be less work in the long run, is I'm going to dig out this side of the rock so I can pull the rock this way. Often I get Sarah to proof watch my videos, but I don't think I will get her to do that for this one. She might not like the fact that I'm sitting underneath a 2.5 meter cliff of dirt, which becomes less stable after rain, and I'm now reaching in under a 0.5 meter shelf of dirt. The good news is if it falls on me, I won't suffocate, I'll just get trapped. Which will be fine until I, you know, get cold. Oh, this is awkward. I got sick of trying to dig around it, and I decided to go through it because it is a lot softer. There's that block of quartz that I could see I dug down to. Now I can get to all that gorgeous stuff behind it, and hopefully soon underneath it. Well, almost got it out, but you can see that colour contrast between the rock and the mallow. There's a very clear difference between the ground that I'm digging out from behind this rock and the stuff that's in front of it. Stuff that in front of it's full of well, finer sands and very little hematite, magnetite, whereas the stuff behind it is so freaking hard, and loaded with magnetite and hematite. Oh. Yeah, that's the bottom of the rock. Beauty. Alright. Oh, look at that. Get that out. Oh, see, that white stuff is so soft. Oh, look at that. Look at that. So I've gone a ways down. I think that's the bottom. What's that? Oh, it's another little bit of mallow. You just think you're finishing it. Yeah, I think that is it now. But you can see up here, see that's bits of bedrock there, and there's the mallow sitting on top. I think I might have 2 buckets after all that. Anyway, I'm covered in mud from lying down to get underneath there to dig it out. So I think that'll do me for now. And no matter what gold is in there, it's been worth it. I'm feeling good again. Yeah, so time to go home and get back to the real work. So next morning, oh, Coley. That's as hard as a freaking rock. Okay, this is going to be interesting. Oh my god. Oh, golly. Right, well, I'm going to have to use extreme measures. Alright, that's hard. Chunky. The right bucket? No, that bucket. I don't know whether I'm expecting a lot. Well, I'm not expecting a lot, but I don't know whether I'm expecting a bit or just, you know, a tiny bit. It was a pretty good hole. But I guess we'll see. Right, let's get some clean water. What have we got? I don't think we've got any figures. And that right there is why we don't do this for money. Look at that. Well, that is that's not bad for a pan. But for 2 buckets of material, 2 buckets of material of hard digging. No. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, and especially if you're a long-term subscriber because you like my prospecting videos, I've been advised to stop putting all my videos on the one channel. So I'm starting a new channel called Mad Scientist Prospecting. There's not much there yet, but in future, that's basically where my prospecting videos are going to be. And I'm really going to launch the channel by going back to that spot in Maldon where it looks like I left that little nugget lying on the rock bench. There's a fair bit of gold! A bit of ironstone in that, with bigger gravels on top of it. No, go back! Go back! Go back! I'm going to dig where that nugget was lying. I'm going to extend the trench a little bit upstream, and that is going to be some pay dirt that I'm going to give away. If you want to stay tuned with what I'm doing with prospecting, hop over to Mad Scientist Prospecting, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and when that video comes out, leave a comment and you'll be in the draw for the pay dirt. But coming up on this channel, my Everything Else channel, I've got a video coming where I'm going to explain just how crazy things are about to get for me. Well, actually, really for Sarah, but for all of us as a family. So if you want to know what's going on there, stay tuned for that video, because it's really scary, it's really exciting, it's going to be full on. Stay tuned, catch you soon.